Hello, 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 hello. I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 13 and has autism. We paint together, working on his fine motor skills. He helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings, and then I paint the rest. So we are getting closer and closer to Owen's happy day. He cannot wait for it to be Monday. He is very much looking forward to going back to school. It's been a long holiday for him. With that being said, he's done good. He is just very, very ready to go back to school. And I don't blame him. I mean, those are his friends and his people, and he's learning. And he loves school. So how do you not say that's the perfect scenario? Because he loves his routine. He loves being able to go to his classes and just it's what he likes. So I definitely cannot fault him for being ready. I'm like, how am I supposed to word that? My words are not there, and there's a whole bunch of noise going on outside, and I have no clue what they're doing, but they are making a lot of noise. So if I sound distracted, guess what? I am. I cannot wait to move out into the country. I've been looking for property for way too long. I unfortunately have a lot of restrictions in the sense of for Owen and how I want things to do and be and such. So it's not exactly been a quick process to find what we're looking for. But I know we will get there, and it will be right when we find it. That's what I know. So as much as I want things to happen today, I have to just let it work itself out. And I think about that a lot. But when there's a lot of noise outside, or Owen's having a meltdown because of people or something, it just makes me think and want quicker. I want it quicker. But again, have to be just in the moment, and let it all work out when it should. I'm making, kind of looks like a duck. I'm making a rooster, if anyone is wondering what's going on here. So, Owen had a pretty good day. I try to focus on the good parts instead of, specific moments in time. Because, he gets a little bit over focused on things because of, like I said, wanting to go back to school. He takes different supplements at different times throughout the day, and he takes night supplements, and I forget. I wrote it down because if I don't write things down, I forget. He started asking for his supplements 2 or 3 hours before he usually takes them. I think it was around 4, and he usually takes them around 7, but he doesn't go to bed till proclaimed sleeper, in the sense of when he goes to bed. I have tried to adjust his time to later, but that is not working at this point. But anyways, he starts going to bed around 8 is basically it. And I've tried to kind of adjust when time change comes to get him to bed, 9 o'clock or even so, but he starts asking, even on days he's not ready to go back to school, he starts asking very early to go to bed. So, you just have to kind of go with the flow. But at first he kept asking to go to bed, and I was hoping that he wasn't feeling sick. And so I asked him if he was feeling okay, and then it slowly started to kind of dawn on me that he was, trying to go to bed because he wanted to get through the week and get to Grandma's house so that he could get the rest of his weekend done, so that he could get back to school. Bless his heart. But anyways, he did, for as much going on and everything that's happening, he really is doing well with this break. It's a lot, It's really a lot for him to have to kind of deal with. But with that being said, he's done good. Oh, I'm ready for bed. He was up at 5, and I was up a lot of the night. And so, when he's awake, Mama's awake, and so forth and so on. So, he, when he was younger, he never could handle if I was in the, if I went to my parents on the same day he was there. On Saturdays is usually when he goes. Now he's, over the years, he has stayed with my mom different times and different days. Just depends on the year, really, with him. But now he goes more on Saturdays. They kind of spend their time together. And so for a long time, he could not handle if I was at their house when he was there. Like, he would have a huge meltdown because he thought that meant that he was leaving right then, or, I mean, 1,000 reasons. He can't truly explain it. So I'm not even honestly sure what was always wrong, but he had a hard time with it. And so, he's like, with Christmas, he was able to handle us all being there at the same time, and he was even able to handle Christmas presents. And he then knew for New Year's Day that we were going to have dinner again, because we had Christmas dinner. And so, he handled it. He handled it. And that is huge. I mean, that is a big deal. And so, in order to kind of keep the weekend moving so he could get back to school, he even said it actually before. He said it on New Year's Day that he you can tell I'm tired. I'm saying a lot and trying to think. He wanted to have dinner, eat together is what he said, tomorrow. So he is excited about eating dinner together tomorrow. So we're going to go to a restaurant near here. Well, if all goes according to plan, you know how that goes. So we're supposed to go eat at Dill's tomorrow night, according to my sweet baby-o. So that's exciting. So we shall see. But just for him to be able to kind of know it and do it and feel it, and it's an exciting kind of moment, but he's also had some kind of behaviors, so we're working through those emotions, and we're trying to, he's 13, he's Owen, he has autism, and you have to kind of look at all of it and say, is it this, is it that, is it, because it could be a combination. It can be one or the other. It can be, and that's what you just have to kind of look at it as a whole and see what's happening, So now I'm just going to go back in here and kind of fill some of this in. So, but anyways, I'm just glad that his break is almost over. He's ready, and he's had a lot of other things. We've had just a lot of different things, and so it's quite a lot on his plate, on this mama's plate, and everything else in between. So I know he will be happy to get back into his school moments there. So there we go. I think that's what's happening. I might want to do a few back here. Let me see. Just to get a few more little lines in there. Okay. So we do O for Owen, and then L and B. There we go. All right. Thanks so much for watching and being a part of our day. Toodles, toodles.